College Success Arizona presents Scholar Interviews. The following interview features Patt Intarakamhang.
I grew up here in Tucson, Arizona, and I went to Desert View High School.
Talk about attending school. Were you a good student? Were you a hard-working student? Did you always have dreams, aspiration, goals to attend college?
Yeah, I think for me, college was kind of always the main goal while I was in grade school. I think I did well starting in elementary school when I won the spelling bee in like 4th grade and 5th grade at my elementary school, and I started doing well in my classes, so I just thought it was kind of a fun thing to try to do well in school. So I tried to do that, and I tried to get straight A's all the way from 4th grade till I graduated. So it was just something to strive for. I like doing well in things.
What were your favorite subjects in school?
I think for me, math, because it always kind of worked well logically. You would have, the formulas, and there's always that final answer. There wasn't really too much like gray area with it.
And Pat, can you tell us where you're attending school now, your course of study, and also your age?
Right now I'm at the University of Arizona. I'm 22 years old, and I'm currently studying mechanical engineering with a minor in math.
And you're a sophomore, senior?
Senior.
And you expect to graduate when?
This May.
And what are your career plans, goals, aspirations?
My goal is to become a mechanical engineering, probably at a global firm. My dream right now is really to become a mechanical engineer at Raytheon Missile Systems. They're a global firm that is a government contractor with the U.S. Department of Defense. So I just think it would be cool to work on technologies that will help defend our country.
Raytheon has a huge complex in Tucson, is that right?
Yeah, they do. So they've always kind of been involved. They've been like a big influence on why I decided to become an engineer. Because when I was in like high school, I participated in the MESA program, which is like the engineering club. Raytheon was a big sponsor in that, so I got to meet a lot of Raytheon engineers and really learn about engineering through them.
When did you first become acquainted or familiar with College Success Arizona?
I learned about College Success Arizona in my senior year of high school when we were just going through our rounds of applying for scholarships.
And how helpful has it been in helping to limit or avoid accruing big student loans?
It's been really helpful. Currently, I'm in no debt right now just because I was able to get this one in combination with the AIM scholarship. And that was the last year to get the AIM scholarship when they actually gave out money. And, it's been really helpful. And it even helped me in, like, funding my study abroad trip to Germany last summer, since I kind of had some extra money left over from all of the scholarships that I was able to get. I was able to pay for my study abroad experience because of the scholarship.
And what did you study in Germany? What did you do there?
I did a mechanical engineering internship over there. I was studying the fluid flows of, the flows of bubbles. So like the bubble path and what they take in, or like the mechanics behind the bubble path in the water.
And if you can tell, sorry, man, I was just thinking of that. Yeah, if you can tell us,
Yeah.
I was thinking, because engineers, you're studying all kinds of stuff and things and processes and constantly experimenting to figure out how things work, maybe like in their simplest form. Is that correct?
Yeah. So mechanical engineering can be really broad. So you can work in anything from like, you can work in the automotive industry to working on missiles, or to like what I did last summer, which was, studying the mechanics of bubbly flow.
College Success Arizona provides mentoring services to these students, folks like you. How has that helped or benefited you in your college experience?
It's been really nice to have a mentor throughout my college experience, because then it's kind of like having someone to go along on the ride with you. And Matt's always been there. He's been really encouraging. It gave me someone to talk to if I'm ever struggling. He always had encouraging words, and I could always turn to him for advice if I needed it.
Were your parents always encouraging to you, other family members, in the sense of you should go to college and get an education?
Yeah, I think college, just as a child, I think college has always kind of been pushed in my family. Since I did well academically early on, it just kind of made sense that I would go on to college.
Has college helped you in other ways, possibly become more confident, public speaking, kind of teaching you how to network, stuff like that?
With college, since there's so many people here, it taught me how to really network with other people, and really, like, throughout my classes, or as I got deeper into my major, we all kind of started knowing each other from all of our classes, and I really have a network where we can all help each other during classes, or even now we're still helping each other with, like, our job search as we try to move from college into the real world, the industry.
When you think about being a mechanical engineer for a defense contractor like Raytheon, do you envision developing or inventing anything in particular, or is it just the field you want to be part of?
For me, it's just the field I want to be a part of right now. I think at this point, I'm still kind of new to the industry, so I don't think I have the knowledge yet to actually create, like, anything, any major inventions or anything for them. Later on, I would like to move up within the ranks of Raytheon throughout the years and possibly contribute more later on as I gain more experience with them.
In your heart, do you picture yourself, or maybe consider yourself, an inventor?
I think I see myself more as a problem solver. For me, it's not really about just kind of like sitting there and coming up with a new thing that would solve a problem that I didn't know about. I think it's more about having a problem presented to me and figuring out how to go about solving that problem.
A lot of the students who have scholarships through College Success Arizona have overcome various challenges. Sometimes it's a language barrier, often it's economics. What would you say are the biggest challenges that you've overcome in your education, in your life to this point?
The biggest challenge for me was losing my mom to cancer when I was in high school. Up to that point, my childhood and everything in my family had been kind of stable. Everything seemed normal, and just the shock of losing my mom at that point was kind of, I don't really have a word for it, but it was just a huge blow for my family, and really heightened the responsibilities that I had and that all of my family had, really. This happened sophomore year in my high school. During that time, I pretty much had to learn how to cook for my family because my dad was away at work, and my brother, I think he was still at the university at the time. So with that, I learned how to cook for my family. I still cook for them now, living here at home. It was just trying to kind of come back from that and keep things kind of like they were. Yeah, I think that was probably the biggest hardship that I've had to overcome.
I would say so. Has this intensified your resolve to do well in life, to get a good education? Has it changed you in some respects, made you tougher, forced you to grow up faster?
Yeah, it definitely forced me to grow up faster. I think it threw me into the adult world a bit faster. I pretty much had to learn how to take care of myself at that point, become a more independent person. It just made me strive a lot more to do well in school and be able to get a good, secure job so that I could provide for my family later on. With the timing of this, my dad's going to be retiring soon. He's retiring right after I graduate, so I like to be able to, take care of him as well as, my parents took care of me.
Sounds like you have it really together, and you've had it together for a long time from a young age. Students coming up who are possibly in elementary, middle, or high school considering college, what advice would you offer them?
I think college presents a really good opportunity to advance in life. I think they should really consider it or explore their interests and then see what the colleges have to offer and just look at what they want to do with their lives and what would be the best career path for them, because every job that there is, sometimes getting into it with college or maybe doing some sort of other experience first and then going to college later might be the ideal route. So just really look into what career they want and see what the best path is for that.
Thank you, Pat, for the interview and for working so hard to make a difference in our community.